See what it means see what it means for summoners. Aiming and Tucson basically used everything short of the top lane on that one.
Frey's getting pushed in. Tucson going to wrap around here. Has a red buff on the cow, so got to watch out for him punching you in the face. Sorry, hoofing you in the face.
Means he can take aggressive trades and have the red buff health regen as well to get through what can be a tough laning phase. Alistair will always take quite a lot of incremental damage getting through lanes. Merc Tread's first pickup from Kuro, so the assist gold did allow him to get that entire 1100 gold purchase.
Aiming going to go for the Stormraider build this time around by the looks of things with the BF sword. The Fairy Charm, not sure what that's doing, but it's there.
As a true mage in the mid lane now, so it doesn't feel as priced in to go for an AP build, and it's a little bit less hard CC given the Nocturne doesn't provide any, so don't mind. Stormraider has the one item power spike that Rageblade National's Tooth takes a little bit longer to get online, and given that he never got online in game number 1 in terms of teamfight readiness, I like the idea of going for a bit of burst.
This time Prey doesn't feel priced into getting the Sheen without the tier because he could afford both on his first pack. He does so, teleports back in, and now feels like he can go for a bit of a tussle with these two. The BF sword was keeping Aiming in the lead as far as tempo, and now the item lead going over to Prey. It is all going to change.
Just a lot of ruby crystals in the inventory at the moment. We have
really
5 ruby crystals being sat on. Don't see that too often.
Khan's going to be building towards Black Cleaver with his, Keen with Phage, and eventually Trinity Force for his. So
wait and see the Tiamat timing for Keen can definitely be different.
Yeah, when's he going to weave that one in there?
But we set our expectations a lot earlier. Kingzone, just like game 1 to some degree, but probably even more so, very much about timings this game. Zoe gets to 1.5 items, Ludens into situational, and ready to start sieging. Ezreal 2 items, needs no introduction. They have incredibly oppressive siege, and Sejuani just threatens with her ultimate to try to zone for the siegers. Meanwhile, Afreeca Freecs have very strong engage. Nocturne, Orianna, Camille, Alistair is an engage comp, and you were talking a little bit about the fact that clumping might not happen for Kingzone, that Ezreal might be able to disengage something like a Shockwave. Aiming can then fly in, and you have to feel like if the siege champions are all walking back, if they're very concerned about their own positioning, then the Killer Instinct and Kai'Sa's mobility will probably just take over a fight with the movement speed from the Dissonance. So I think Afreeca are really set up for the team fights here, but they need a bit of time to get there. We always know that about an Orianna Kai'Sa comp. Trouble Bubble hits.
Yeah. Lots of damage is going to come down. Remember, Augmented was that True Shot Barrage is aiming down to 300 health. And they're taking a dragon in the meantime as well. Pressure is on this bottom side of the map for Kingzone DragonX. That's every single dragon for them. Remember, they're the highest dragon-taking team here in the LCK. Certainly going to be continuing buffing that stat here against Afreeca.
And then they try to keep up the pace. They want to